Hello, welcome to the Half a Pint podcast. I am your host, Gromit, aka Corbin. Today we have Ellis, aka the Fat Man.
Cunt heads. Hello.
Sick. And we have got the one and only, the Fat Cunt, Harry.
What the fuck is going on?
Alright, sick. Right. how
The
what
fat
is-
cunt. I thought I was the fat cunt.
No, you're both fat
No,
cunts.
remember, I'm fatter than you.
Oh yeah, shit, he is kind of fatter than me, so yeah.
He's way fatter than you.
Yeah.
Right, how are we doing today, boys?
Doing quite sexy.
Shit, how are you?
Honestly,
So no, I'm
same,
talking
but...
to you, cunts. Yeah, it was alright until we started doing this, and now I already want to...
Yeah.
Yeah, sick.
Well, actually,
Yeah,
I
no one
shouldn't
cares.
say that because of what we're about to talk about. It'd be quite...
Oh, what we're about to talk about today, boys, is the one and only,
I
the
just
rat,
realised what you said.
Killer Keemstar.
the gnome, the
The
fucking
legend.
egotistical dickhead,
The
Daniel
infamous.
Keem.
Daniel Keem. What a man. What a
Daniel
man.
Keem. Right, for those who don't know, Daniel Keem has a little bit of beef with H3H3, aka Ethan Klein. Yeah. What's your points on that, boys?
Daniel Keem got his ass ripped open. But more specifically, I think the main point that we got to discuss is the whole Etika death thing.
Yeah.
Because behind the
Right.
scenes, we've had a few debates about this whole mental health, how Keem dealt with Etika and that. But obviously, because Corbin, you are the most critical of Keem out of us lot, me and Harry.
Dickhead.
Can you just explain H3H's video?
Right, in H3H3 video, he criticizes all of Keemstar's mishaps, the Tony allegations, the Etika, he's a fucking dickhead. Like that.
That he fucked up there. He did bad. He did a very
yeah.
fucking bad.
a person.
With with the most of the other cases that H brought up in the video, I think, yeah, true enough, he did do he did sort of expose fucking Keemstar there. But in the case which we want to get onto, the Etika case, honestly, I'm pretty sure he was just trying to scrape the bottom of the piss bowl to find some points against
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Me?
agree with you there. He
Me?
did.
Me or fucking Ethan? Because I don't know what
No,
he's talking about.
Ethan.
Yeah, Ethan.
That's
Why
what
would
he
I talk
means,
about
yeah.
you, Bender?
Yeah, funny.
Yeah, no one fucking cares about you, cunt.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah,
Oh,
so
fuck
the
man.
Tony thing, him fucking doxing people, him
Yeah,
fucking...
that's one thing that we've got talk about. Keemstar, he's he's a big hypocrite.
He's quite critical as well.
He's quite critical, which is funny because as soon as people are critical of him, he does
He does
he does piss in his
Literally,
pants.
he's
He does
literally...
piss his pants.
The fat kid, yeah, when you play it, yeah, on the playground, yeah, he's like, I'm not playing anymore, fuck you, I'm not playing.
Leonardo
Yeah,
can
that's
definitely
true.
relate
Yeah,
to
fair
that.
enough.
Yeah.
Can you confirm?
Can I
He
confirm
can
what?
give, but he can't
Not
take.
you, it's us. Yeah, yeah.
Right,
I
carry
agree
on.
with that.
Right, what else? The Tony thing, the fucking swatting, Etika's case. This is gonna be a long one.
Yeah, let's just
Because-
talk about
but the
Etika's
thing is
case
that I think overall, I think the problem that everyone has with this little beef is the Etika thing that H3H brought up. In my opinion, now obviously me and Harry, we've got a different opinion to Corbin about this, but
Yeah.
I personally think that Keemstar didn't. I don't see him being that much to contribute to Etika's death. I don't think that even a rat of Daniel Keem, which I'm not gonna lie, he is a funny geezer at sometimes,
Yeah.
but he is a rat. And H3H has exposed him, and then with the response video he has, but we'll get onto that later. With the Etika thing, I just wouldn't see Keemstar really doing this. And me personally, I just think that people are linking with his Etika's death. You need to realise that his mum has come out and said, and his sister have come out that Keemstar didn't cause his death. I think me personally, I think Keemstar definitely pushed the manic and fed the manic a lot more. But I don't think you could go that far to say that he contributed to his death and his let me just say his mental deterioration until he died. I think that's a bit. I think that's far fetched.
But there's evidence.
Yeah, you can interject.
Yeah. Can I let me just so H3H3 said that hypothetically he H3H3 admitted that Keemstar said this hypothetically because Keemstar told him to kill himself hypothetically because of the discussion that they were having
about life being a simulation.
Yeah, about life.
Basically,
Yeah,
Keemstar
exactly.
said. Basically, Keemstar said like, if life's a simulation and not real, then why don't we just kill ourselves? Why don't we jump off a cliff? Obviously, I'm not quoting him exactly on that. Obviously, it's probably worded, but you get the gist of it. And Keemstar didn't mean it literally like jump off a cliff. Now the problem that
why would you
have,
say that to a mentally deranged person?
Now this is the problem though, because me personally, Keem fucked up. He fucked up big time. The difference is though, is that he didn't want to kill him. Guys, come on. That's some heavy allegations you're going to put on Daniel Keem. He's a rat.
They were close.
Did he really want a person to kill himself? Now, he said in the past, about, was it Bashaverse? When he said like, this guy's going to kill himself so I get in trouble. Now,
he said that about Etika.
Was it Etika or was it Bashaverse?
Both.
Was it Etika? Oh, it was Etika. I thought it was Bashaverse from H.
It was literally both.
Was it both?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? It may negate against the point, but I just think Keem, he says things that you know the saying like think before you speak. That is Keemstar in a nutshell, and like what he said about Total Biscuit, who died of cancer, and when he had cancer, he was like, "Can't wait to report on your death." I think that's the problem though, and I think Keemstar has got so much problems, and so he's done so many fucked up things that he's in a situation now where I personally think that he's not exactly, he didn't kill Etika or even contribute to his death, but because he's done so because he's done so much, because he's done so much against, and he's chatted a lot of shit about mental health and about how it's bullshit basically. he's gonna struggle, and the thing is though, I'm only defending him on the Etika thing, but out of the whole video, H3H3 pisses all over.
I don't know why you're defending him over the fucking Etika thing.
No, because
that's the point.
You can't. But the thing is though, is that you can't just go to someone and be like, oh yeah, he wanted to kill him. So you're telling me Daniel Keem in his fucking chair with the fucking no-mask fucking
Daniel
beard
Keem
he's got,
and his little fucking minions, his little peons,
Let's get right into the murder.
His little fucking peons, right, contributed to his death.
Little servants.
Yeah, little fucking minions.
What did he do? Did he force fucking popcorn down his throat or something and make him
That's what I'm saying, man.
Bruh.
Literally,
Hold, shut the fuck up, yeah? Keemstar, I do not care what anyone else to say, he did not go for Etika's death.
Yes, he
There
did.
is no way, there is no way Daniel Keem, even as a rat-of-his person, would do that, because that is fucked. That is fucked, and I doubt it. I really do.
Bruh, he did it the fucking Total Biscuit.
Corbin. Back to the Etika thing and to the Total Biscuit as well, yeah? H3H reported that he died about 51 days later to when Keemstar told him to hypothetically kill himself. So firstly, in the way that it's hypothetical, I mean, it's hypothetical. You say it all the time, we all say it all the time to each other. We don't generally mean it. That's sort of Keemstar. That's Keemstar there, right? Firstly, he's not gonna go away from that and think, okay, I just won't until 51 days later. And then 51 days later, I don't think he's going to turn around and think about something that happened 50 days ago.
Yeah, that is true.
And I think, he told me to die just a little while ago, so, I'm going to do that right now. If it really meant that much to him, that was what's going to cause him to do it, he would have done it earlier.
But I'm not saying that's the key thing that made him to do it. It's all of what Keem did to him.
I know what Corbin's trying to say. It's like the total contribution to his death.
Yeah.
I think that's what you mean. The thing is though, is that he did fuck up and he helped his manic state. I think everyone that's in the Twitter thing can understand that he fucked up, that he definitely fucked up. The problem is though, is that to say that someone did it purposely is something that I I don't really like the sound of that because I'm not being funny, but I don't think anyone for any internet drama would seriously want someone to kill themselves and trigger that.
That's a good point.
Maybe
it's
Keem,
like
maybe speaking hypothetically, if it was that, I don't think Keem would have done it purposely. I think it would have been a huge mistake. And he's come out and said sorry, and he says he's fucked up and he shouldn't have said them things because of what's ultimately happened, and he feels bad for it. I'm not being funny, but if he was that bad and he really that cared, then why would he say sorry? I mean, you could talk about ego and that he wants to keep his reputation, which is piss.
That's exactly.
Which is worth a pile of piss at the minute, which I can agree with. But I just don't see how people can really say that his death is on Keem. Well, Corbin says contribution, but like a lot of people are saying that his death's on Keem. The main thing is, though, what it boils down to, and this is my honest opinion, is that if his mum and his girlfriend come out and say that Keemstar didn't do this, he likes Keemstar, he went on the show, he wanted to make it remember when he did the interview, I would see that and I think, well, if that's his mum and his ex-girlfriend now, obviously, but if that was the way and if that was the case, I think you know his mum and his girlfriend, well, ex-girlfriend, are not lying. Why would they lie about that?
Also, people came out on like
that's
Facebook
someone that they're so close to. If Harry died for some reason and it was something to do with you, Corbin, and then I were to come out and I knew for a fact that Corbin didn't get you to kill yourself, I'm gonna go, he didn't get him to kill himself. And then imagine people didn't believe me then.
Yeah.
The problem is, and I think people are looking for a way to just kill Keemstar off the internet, which I'm totally with. He's a rat. I don't see why people don't kill him off. The problem is, I just don't see the Etika as a real, you know, impact on the video. I could see it, but, you know, I think it's weak because it's not fair.
We've tried to kill Keem before. And it didn't work because his fucking ego is a fucking high horse. His ego is so high.
It is, but the problem with that is that are you going to lie about No. Are you going to lie about someone committing suicide, to get him off the internet? Is that how much you want him off the internet, that you're going to use a dead man?
Is that how low you're going to go?
Is that how low you're going to go to get a man off the internet?
I didn't... The point I'm trying to say is... No, go on.
I'm just saying that overall people want to get rid of him and use this low point. In my opinion, I don't think
low point,
the point is really there. It's just, no.
The way he fucking went about it, you know, like fucking calling him fucking crazy, deranged, insane, all in the fucking same video. What the fuck?
Yeah, and as I said, I think he fucked up. He definitely fucked up.
I can agree with Ellis on that. He definitely did mess up, and like, it's like Ellis said to me earlier. I think he said, Keemstar doesn't necessarily understand mental health as such. Now, Keemstar did come out and say in that video, okay, well, look, I do know mental health because you know everyone's had their mental health issues, but the thing is how
mental health.
Well, okay, from what I heard in the video, I might have just heard wrong, but he said, you know, that he had something, but, you know, but anyway, okay, that's not the, okay, that is the point, okay, but don't worry, okay, because, like, either way, everyone's point of view on mental health is different, you know?
That's true,
Someone who doesn't understand the meaning of depression as much as someone else could think, well, that's just stupid. Why is someone going to go commit suicide over something, you know? Because people don't understand the impact it has on you. Now, with people, a lot of people who understand the true meaning of mental health and depression can understand why somebody might do that. It doesn't make it right, but but you know, like, I mean, no one's obviously gonna be like, oh yeah, you know what, kill himself. You know, it'll make him feel better, because it won't. You know, but the thing is that, you know, everyone's views on mental health are different, and some people think, oh well, he's an idiot. Why would he kill himself? But other people understand why, and they may feel, you know, the same, but don't express it the same way as some other people do. But I think that's the only thing Keemstar needs to understand, is the fact that, you know, people other than himself have different views on mental health, and that's one of the points that he just needs to understand. Now, in my own opinion, I don't mind Keemstar as a YouTuber because I think some of his I don't watch like like his news channel, but I watch debated podcasts. I think in those he's quite funny, but he does have some bullshit points on certain things. So
Let me just interject quickly with the point you made about the mental health. What people think. The one problem with that, I agree with you 100%, by the way, but the one problem that people have, and I think this is a valid point as well, is that Keem was 100% being ignorant.
He was.
Yeah.
He was being ignorant to mental health. And people could say, well, he needs to be educated. No. At the end of the day, we live in a world now where people openly discuss about their mental health, their problems, their insecurities as well. More nowadays, people don't care their sexuality, they don't care. Thing is though, is that Keem knows all this, and he knows that damn, this is a real thing because so many people talk about it, but he's being ignorant because I don't think he's truly felt it. I don't want to be that guy that goes, oh, but my mental health is more my mental health is more bad than yours, and I want to do this because I mean, I've been through a lot of bad stuff. I think everyone in this party has, but the problem is that you can't just be ignorant to it. And that is where Keemstar fucks up. It's that he is so ignorant. And that is the main point, in my opinion, that bites him on his ass in this Etika thing. I think that's, like, the only truly valid point, like, where I think, okay, you should have done that. You should never be ignorant to something that people talk about loads of. Obviously, he wasn't doing it in a joking format. He was being deadly serious. Like, he said once, if you're having a panic attack, have 3 sips of beer. So what you're telling me, my 7-year-old child is having a panic attack, was going to give him a fucking Stella. There you go. You know what I mean? But I'm not. Because his views
No, it wasn't a panic attack. It was anxiety.
It's a similar thing. But, actually, they're quite different. Similar. But the point is, though, is that he's uneducated on it. But the problem is when you're uneducated on things, you have to say you're uneducated on things. And not just go, oh yeah, I'm Dr. Keem. If you've got a problem with your mental health, have some paracetamol. Do you know what? Just, you're weak. Weak doesn't mean fuck all. Weak does not mean fuck all. If you go to me and say that I'm weak because one day I felt bad and I stayed in bed and I couldn't be asked, that's not being weak. Because some people might actually prefer doing that to get over their mental health. And it might be better for them in the long run. Now, obviously, in current times, with the lockdown, we can't all go outside. This is affecting my mental health because even though I hate you cunts, I love you at the same time. You know what I mean? So, seeing my friends, seeing the people, oh, shut the fuck up. But seeing my friends is going to help me, yeah?
No, like
and
going out.
That is bit him in his ass. The fact that he doesn't even understand it. And he said all this shit about weak and stuff. And now in the video he did say that his views have changed, but I haven't seen truth in them views being changed. If I see him, doing a whole
fucking bullshitting
thing,
on that.
But that's what I'm saying. I haven't seen that. Until I see that, then he's a fucking idiot for saying that. Until he shows me that, oh yeah, I've actually changed this, then yeah. The thing is though with Keemstar is he says he'll do something when he's in the wrong, when he's truly in the wrong, but he won't do it. We go back to Tony. He said, I will make it possible. I will make it with the Tony situation about
he'll make it right.
Making it right. He said he was going to make it right, and then
he
all of a
offered
sudden
him fucking
I fucking hate that
20k.
cunt. That's what I mean. He offered him 20k.
He fucking bribed him. Just says hush hush.
He bribed him. And then he said on his Twitter, which is obviously away from Drama Alert, which he says all the fucking time, which is bullshit, which is bullshit, because he still gives his opinion on the news channel. But at the end of the day, he then goes on to say, "Oh yeah, I'm not gonna make it feel better than him because people are calling him a paedophile. I don't feel bad for that."
No, he said, I've gone through this with you many times, blah, blah, blah. It was like, if you keep on going this, I'm just going to say fuck off.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that whole, well, you're not making it right, then, are you? But then a second ago, you just said you were going to make it right.
Exactly.
It's like he's tracking...
Hang on, let Harry speak.
Last thing. He's tracking himself backwards. So when he goes forwards and he makes a criticism or he does something bad, he has tracks behind him in place for him to go, okay, I'm going to step back. I'll take a hit, but I'll step back.
But he's never actually going down.
This is when H3 has drop kicked him. And he hasn't fallen down the path, he's gone over the path. He's fallen the fucking wrong way.
Yeah.
And he's got to actually get back up off his ass.
Which I doubt he will.
He hasn't had to step back, he's been knocked on his ass.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to get up and he's gonna have to do something to get his like reputation back. So yeah. Anyway, whoever wanted
yeah. Alright, so the point when you said that he's like really ignorant and arrogant and stuff like that, the reason being is because like everyone else that works in the news, he will do anything to get a case to, you know, earn his breakfast in
paint a picture.
term.
Paint a picture.
Exactly. Yeah. But yeah, so the thing is, yeah, it's like a lot of news reporters, they tell lies to get where they are. It's like back in like the 80s, they're, you know, with all the rock stars and, you know, all the like all the sexual things that go on with rock stars after the show. A drummer in a band, he and someone who was a news reporter went back to a hotel. They started, you know, doing things, and she said, "Oh, hey, can I take some pictures for some personal use?" He said, "Okay, sure, but you know, just don't."
That's the one thing that you never do.
Exactly.
Give consent to a news reporter.
That's what I'm saying. It's not good, is it?
Fuck
because
that.
what they do, and now this is a problem with whole media. I don't think we can just put it down on Keem and some other people.
No, this is all media. All news
the media is fucked. From top to bottom, the BBC are corrupt.
Yeah. This is the BBC.
I fucking hate the BBC so much.
All these, I'm not being funny yet, but I do not read the news, the newspapers. They're always bullshit. Now, I'm not going to be the person to say that I'm the most politically and the most news person ever. I mean, I do like my politics. You know, when we discuss stuff, it's quite British of me to discuss and defend my point.
Jeremy Corbyn's a communist.
I want to finish.
Yeah. I mean, if you're calling your Parliament friends, comrades, then yeah, you're definitely a fucking communist.
Yeah.
But yeah, carry on.
And then what happened was, he went to the band and he was like, "Hey boys, guess what I just did?" They were like, "Oh, what'd you do, sonny boy?" And he's like, "Oh, I just did it with a news reporter." And they were like, "You fucking did what?" You twat. No, you know that bit in The World's End where he's like, "What?"
Yeah.
That was their reaction. Next week in the newspaper, he only sees his cock and his arse on the front page.
That's the problem. Keemstar, he takes people, he'll reel them in, be really nice to them, but then
fucking shit
all
on their head.
He'll shit all over them. And he'll go, "Cool, go back to the jungle, you cunt." It's like he'll get an orphan, yeah, dress him up
fucking
really nice,
pet
give
on
him
the
some
head.
school, and then boot him down the fucking stairs and beat the shower. That's what Keemstar is. He'll get an orphan, he'll go, "Alright mate, here's your new mum, here's your new brother, his name's, I don't even fucking know his name."
His name is Callum.
Yeah, here's your suit and here's school. The next morning, wake the fuck up! Beats the shit out of him, punches him. "You're going to school, motherfucker."
Or
Beats the shit out of him, shits
it's the
all over
opposite.
him. He will get someone good and he will pamper them until he's put them in the right position to shit all over them.
Or in the case of fucking Tony's case, he will fucking rip their asshole apart. Rip their fucking asshole apart. And then be like, "Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry.
And then what he'll do, this is another thing with the Tony situation. He'll call someone a cunt, then go, "Okay, sorry, I shouldn't have called you a cunt." And then later on he goes, "No, I don't care. I should call you a cunt again."
Yeah.
I think that's the problem. And all this together, what we're talking about, the Tony situation, the hypocritical views of him, the mental health views of him, this is what makes the video a lot worse. The Etika thing, in my opinion, is like if people get that point over to everyone else and everyone else agrees that Keemstar did in fact contribute and did do some dirty shit to kill, not like murder him, but you know, like get him to commit suicide, then Keemstar's fucked. That's it, game over. You ain't walking back.
There is evidence.
Like I said, there's no place to go. He's that he's walked in, yeah, to criticize people, but this time no one's told him to take 2 steps back. He's fallen. He's fallen. He's flown backwards. He's gonna have to do some miraculous fucking.
He's gonna have to
FBI
pull off a
search on
miracle.
Ethan. He's gonna have to go to the fucking SAS to fucking storm his house.
Yeah,
and
he's
find
gonna
some
have
like
to,
dirty thing about him and his missus. That's what he's gonna have to do.
No, he tried to do that, but he failed. You know the payday thing.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Basically,
Yeah,
what
the
happened
whole,
was,
the felony bullshit. Yeah.
Ethan and Healer H3H3 went to the game devs of a game Payday 2. They were like, yo, we need money, please help us. So they made a skin for them, and they put that £5 a skin for everyone, and the money will go to them for the lawsuit. Yeah.
The lawsuit thing, yeah. Who was it against? What was it? It was they did like a they did like a reaction, and then they obviously did like a whole commentary thing of talking about someone's video, and then he was like, "Yeah, you can't do that. It's against copyright or some bollocks." I don't know exactly what it is. It was so long ago, but
it was ages ago.
And then but then didn't Keemstar? What did Keemstar say he did?
Keemstar said that he took the money for himself. Like he didn't contribute any of it,
which is a felony. Which is a felony in America, and the FBI would be on your fucking asshole.
Literally, you will be dead.
So you're gonna be looking out the window, just like, oh, the sun looks really nice, and you're gonna realize that you're not looking at the sun, and you're actually looking at a laser pointing towards your face.
You're actually looking at a fucking sniper scope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like. But that's the thing with Keemstar. He will look for anything to criticize you with.
Yeah.
Because the reason why, though, is because he's got nothing to say about H3H3, really.
No, he doesn't. He has nothing. He has nothing on him.
I'm not being funny, yeah? The content cop on Keem was okay. I wouldn't say it was his best, but he did structure it very well, and all of his things were pretty much...
Nah, best content cop was fucking Leafy. It was so fucking funny.
He clotheslined him. He
fucking hang him up.
But anyway, on to iDubbbz on a later episode. Please be a simp again so we can talk about it. But yeah, but the problem is...
Oh, your girlfriend got your tits out.
The problem is, though, I'm very intrigued to see if Corbin, a part of me says that Keemstar's gonna snake his way out of it like he always does.
Yeah, but how is he?
That's what I'm more intrigued about, to see if Keemstar
How the fuck is he supposed to do that?
It's Keemstar. He's a fucking rat. He could go through the sewers if he wanted to. He can live in the sewers. You know what I mean? He can go where the fuck he wants.
I don't know how he's supposed to get out of this.
Okay, the way I see would be a good way for Keemstar to sort of back out of this for a bit was if he just was to admit that he was wrong in some of the cases. I think after that he should take a little bit of a break from YouTube and stuff. Find some other way for a little while to, feed his family and that. Just take a little break from YouTube, come back and try and come back with a fresh face, just to just so that you can, because if you take a break from YouTube and you admit that you've done something wrong, then it's like for example,
Keemstar having to make an apology video. Fuck.
That'd be so fucking funny.
That would be weird.
But it's like if me and Ellis have like a bit of a dispute, I'll get annoyed, and I sometimes I might not be asked to come on Xbox or something. And then if I just have a little break, go out for a walk, don't go on that day, and then I come back the next day, me and Ellis are all good. We'll literally just go into a game of Battlefield 2, play with a game of cheeky lag switches, and then but if he was just to take a small, if he needs to take a step backwards in a way. So he's obviously through the years he's gone up in the YouTube charts. He's become quite popular. And then, of course...
And hated.
He's become Well, yeah, but if you're hated, it still kind of makes you popular. Because, everyone's talking about you, just not in the way that you desire. So, I mean...
Bad publicity is good publicity.
Any publicity is good.
Pint, Harry, go fuck a news reporter, please.
Yep, plug it, please. Yep, plug
Yeah.
it. Plug it.
Somewhere.
Just go find myself, the real life version of April O'Neil. Hey, April, do you wanna
Yeah.
Yeah, do you wanna plug the Instagram right now or nah? Because we're
Yeah,
basically halfway through.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
we should.
fucking hell.
I think we could leave the rest of this conversation for another podcast. And I
No,
think
we're
now we
halfway
should
through. No,
start-
we're halfway through.
Okay, all right.
Oh, wait, look, actually, what I want us to do is just think about. Firstly, let's discuss. This is a really good subtopic. What is Keemstar going to do to truly respond to this? Because he made his H3H3 Lies video, which was shit. It was shit.
Yeah.
He can't do anything.
He didn't really have anything of backing to truly it wasn't like I don't really know, but no one's made a good response to a content cop. I don't think they have anyway.
No.
Obviously, I may be wrong.
Leafy's was shit.
Leafy's was pointless. And
What was
the
it,
thing is though,
Jinx
with
as
Keemstar,
well?
Jinx was shit. But the problem is though, I say this again. The problem is with this is that Keemstar is going to have to fucking swivel his little rat about. He is going to have to fucking
He
crawl.
literally can't do anything.
He's like a snake trying to slither but has no muscles, so he just flops around.
Imagine a snake that just flops about, just literally.
But you can't flop about if you got no muscles, can he? He's just gonna be fucking a little
There.
fucking snake.
No,
You can't
just
even move. You can't even fucking move. That's the thing. He's
No.
gonna be a rat with no fucking feet.
Wait, Ellis. A normal snake. Keemstar snake.
Slithering around in it.
Oh
Just
my God.
you know when you prone on Call of Duty, that's what he's doing. You know what I mean?
You know,
But
in
how
Battlefield,
is he
when
gonna
you're
get out
down-
with this?
He can't. He
But
literally
no,
can't.
he will because he's Keemstar. Mate, if I ever rob the bank,
Unless he
I'm not with
has
him.
some
if I
fucking
ever rob a bank, I get
FBI.
caught, if I ever rob a bank with a murder or do some criminal shit, I'm getting him as my lawyer. I'll be fucking set.
Yeah, but then you just stake on the lawyers.
Yeah, he probably would.
Yeah,
I'm
you get a
there.
YouTube video in the next year saying, so I have something to admit. Basically, this wasn't right. He's a bit of a dirty bastard. Send him to fucking jail. Or you know what? I'll just shoot him for you. It's fine. That's literally what you'd get if you were to rob a bank when you're older, and you get him as your lawyer, and he comes in, and he's like, "Look at my client."
Or
man.
a delivery. A delivery. He'd be a good delivery driver as well.
Delivery driver.
No, he'll be a good delivery driver, but he'll be one of those delivery drivers that'll throw the fucking parcel at the door,
At your face.
and then he'll make a video about it saying, "Hey
Video
man,
response.
look, I threw it at the door, but I put loads of bubble wrap around it. It wasn't gonna broke." You
Oh
did that your
my
fucking
God.
self.
Fucking Ellis. Have you lot seen the fucking cold ones of Keem?
Oh, what, Keem and Colossal. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see it. I don't think. Harry has.
No.
He was talking about a taxi, like an Uber driver. He gave 1 star to an Uber driver because he pulled up 5 fucking steps, over to where he was.
Oh yeah.
His van was, smelled like piss apparently. Well, yeah, and then when Dolan got to the seat, tried to get your car, Harry, it's got the back seats. He stepped on the seat, and the driver was like, "Hey, can you not step on the seats?" Politely. And Keem was like, "How
Step
fucking
on my
dare?
seats, and I'll actually chef you."
How fucking yeah?" He's like, "How fucking dare you say that?" Blah 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 blah. And then he says he wouldn't stop talking. Well, he said he tried to engage in conversation with him. Of course, you were fucking engaging in conversation with him because you're a fucking taxi driver.
Yeah. I think that's the point though, is that his criticisms of things are so over the top and so I say the word rude. Everyone on the fucking internet is rude at one stage, but his is truly it's mad to think though, because he actually will do harm because he's got the little fucking minions.
Exactly, he's got his little fucking peons of fucking 12-year-old fucking YouTubers with anime profile pictures. I'm fucking go, go!
Or he'll try and dox you and then get your
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
one shot. So, I mean...
It's what you...
That's the thing though, guys, is that Keemstar is like a fucking... It's like fucking... Okay, that's a bit far-fetched.
No, go on.
I was about to say Hitler. I was about to say Hitler, but... But he's got that oh, okay, don't fuck with him on the internet, because people are like, if you fuck with him, you get fucked with. He's that kind of guy where you're like, alright, I'm just gonna, you know that kid at school that's just like humpy grumpy fuck, and if he'll actually fuck you up, he'll fuck you up.
I can't think
But he'll
of
fuck you up.
I can't think of like a good example of that.
Like.
I can, but I'm not saying it.
Oh, go on, no, go on.
Like
No, go on.
Okay, no, I got a good example. He's like Soviet Russia. You speak against the code, you get fucking shot. That's what it is, because if you speak against him, yeah, then you're fucked. He can openly speak about you, though, and then he'll want you to defend yourself, just so then he can pummel you even harder with his bullshit.
That's exactly what happened with Gray.
And then... And that's the thing. This is why he is going to struggle now, because I think people will realise that fuck me, that he's fucked up.
Yeah.
Now I'm not gonna lie. I don't want to see Keemstar gone, banished from it, because I do like him and
I like
Chad
his content because it's kind of funny.
His content's fucking A's apart from fucking.
Not his content, not his drama alert. I'm talking him as an internet personality. He's funny to watch. I'm not gonna.
Yeah,
lie.
because he just gets mad about anything.
Yeah, because he'll get mad and he'll say stupid shit. But that's what's fun about the internet. The problem is, though, he's done it to the wrong person this time, and he's done it too many times.
Yeah.
He hasn't tracked it. Like I said, he hasn't tracked his backwalk. He hasn't planned it. He hasn't planned it.
Yeah.
At
The
all.
thing is
But
when
actually,
he's on a
he may
podcast.
have. We don't know yet. But from my opinion, I don't think he has planned that like escape route. He hasn't got it. He hasn't got it. What's he gonna do? I mean, what's he gonna do? That's what for me, the whole Etika thing. I obviously at the end we'll have our opinion on this, and then we'll move to a different topic. But like. The main point of the video with the Tony stuff and that, H3H3, when I watched that, I was like, because at first I thought H3H3 was going to be a little bit shit, because I think his content has dipped down to what it once was.
Yeah, to what it once was, yeah.
To what it once was, Vape Nation and that. Fucking hell, what a video. What a fucking video that was. But you know what I mean? Like, I didn't expect it, and obviously when Corbin told me to go watch it, I watched it, and I was like, so I thought he was being a bit. I thought from what because I saw Keem's response first, because I didn't know what it was, because I didn't see it on my timeline, on Instagram or anything. So I then go, oh, so Keem's obviously, H-Ratio's obviously made like some sort of exposed video. I watch Keemstar's video and I go, okay, cool. I think Keemstar's got this in the bag, like he always does. Watch H-Ratio's video and I'm just like,
shit.
Fucking hell, Keem's
fuck.
Keem's like. Mate, Keem's probably packing his bags now as we talk about it. He's probably going to fucking Mars. Or he's going
to Vietnam.
Sewer. No, he's going to Vietnam. No, we don't even know where he's going. I'm not, like, obviously, I'm being very critical of him calling him a rat, but that's
He's a fucking
video.
rat.
H3H's video has fucking he's turned him into a rat. Like, if he wasn't already known as a rat, he's the king rat now. He's
King
the
of rats.
Yeah, let me just.
No, he was the king of the rats, but now he's certified. There is no one taking his throne after that H3H video. Obviously, we are going to have to wait and see what Keemstar responds. I think that is what like we need to see. That's what I'm most intrigued for about this whole thing. Is that will Keem prevail? Will he escape?
No.
Or will H3H3 finally shoot the cunt and put him down?
He already has.
No, he hasn't, because he hasn't made his full response yet, Corbin. You can't say a man is down until he has admitted he's down, or until he's fucking dead.
On the floor,
fucking
keeling over.
From our perspective, yeah, we are all, Harry is, I am, you are, we're all like, he's fucked. But we don't know if H3H3 is going to get fucked, because this is Keemstar, and Keemstar's a dirty bastard.
He's probably going to
Keemstar has not,
like he did. Like
Keemstar has not openly said that he is going to back down, and he hasn't really showed any signs of true weakness. That response video, though, that response video was fucking weakness. That is weak.
It was AIDS.
It was shit. It was shit. The problem is now, though, is that
What he needed.
with this extra response video, because he did say he was going to make a response video to the other points, but obviously he wanted to talk about Etika.
Yeah.
Him and Etika were so called close, and they did some things, and they had the whole dispute, and it is quite a big. I think that's the biggest point of the video. I don't think it's the most valid point, but it is 1,000,000,000%
He was
the
never
biggest point of the
fucking
video.
close with Etika.
Well, that's
Never.
not- well, we don't need to talk about that.
Yeah,
We've already
but
talked
look-
about this. We've already talked about this, yeah? Him and Etika, that shit's fucking finished. That shit's finished. I don't think we need to discuss it anymore.
No, I think
But
we
we
Yeah.
can
do.
discuss it in our next episode or
Yeah,
whatever we do, because I want to see how this goes. I want to see when Keemstar makes his. So as soon as Keemstar's response is up, I think we need to re-talk about this conversation.
Yeah.
Or if any Twitter things, I think we should re-talk about it. But firstly, overall, what do you guys think about the video and the impact it's gonna have on Keemstar?
He's
Yeah.
fucked.
Corbin, you go first then, I guess.
He's fucking fucked.
Try and put it in a context where it's not just, oh yeah, he's fucked. Try and explain, try and elaborate on your point a bit more.
I can't
Yes.
elaborate further from that. He's fucked. Like,
So then you don't
he can't-
necessarily have too
I-
much of a.
I do, but I can't explain because I'm a retard.
Right, Harry, you can go with your little.
Okay, my opinion on him has definitely changed because since, like, when I watched him on Baited and see him, and I saw him, like, rip into everyone else, because of what they've said to him and what they've done to him, he put across some valid points. But then again, people like Colossal is crazy. He then put points against him, and definitely put him back in his place. And okay,
Actually,
the point I was going to say
on
earlier.
that, I'll let you talk after. The only person, in my opinion, that can truly kill Keemstar is Colossal.
Yes.
The only person to actually
But he won't.
put him in his bed and say good night, night.
He won't.
Right, carry on.
He won't.
But he won't though. He won't because they're good friends. But
Yeah,
carry on
exactly.
anyway.
But yeah, my point was earlier that when he's on a podcast, or at least he's got other people in the studios with him to speak about this. So on Drama Alert, if he was talking to H3H3 and he had people on his side, okay, like Colossal is crazy, because on Baited, yeah, how he'll talk, he'll say a point, Colossal won't agree, and he'll put him in his place, and he'll tell him what he's done wrong, and then so my point is that the fact that when he's with other people, those people, they sort of, they turn, they sort of turn his tone down a bit, they turn, when he's on his own, he's not suppressed, he talks openly about everything he has to say about that subject. But when other people are around him, they're able to sort of suppress it to the point where, he's not going to get a bunch of hating comments or anything. It's like, I haven't read any of the comments on Baited, but from what I can, tell by, how in the exact next episode they haven't talked about, the hate that's been towards him, is the fact that he obviously, from what anyone can tell, he gets suppressed by Colossal. And sometimes Tommy, but, they all have, but when he's on his own, like he is on Drama Alert, he gets people in for interviews, but when he's on his own, he's full out, But, yeah, my opinion on him's definitely changed. Because when I watched Baited, I thought, you know what, he's a cool guy. I like him, And then when I saw all this that happened, I thought, he's an utter twat. The Etika case, that, in my own opinion, I think, okay, that's just H3H3 scraping the bottom of the fucking, the shit bin. And
But the problem is though, is that it is, to be honest, there is some, like I said, I may contradict myself.
yeah,
I don't mean it. I don't mean to anyway. But H3H3, there is valid points and interest in the Etika thing. I just think that it's a bit unfair to use a man's death and a man's so-called close friend from his opinion, from his thing. Corbin, I know you're gonna go, oh, he's not, but I think personally we should just leave Etika, and I don't think we should
let him rest in peace.
make Etika. Yeah, let him rest. I don't think we should use Etika's passing to fuck Keemstar.
exactly.
At the end of the day,
And that's what I mean.
That's what I mean. We shouldn't, because it's unfair on Etika. If Etika liked him, like his mum said, like his sister said, like he said in his own words, his controversial final video that hit me. That shit hit me
yeah.
when he's, you know what I mean, he's making the last video before he fucking dies. Like, that is,
At first I
that's
thought,
fuck.
fuck, man.
That's
Yeah.
that's hard. That's hard. But the problem is, it's like, I guess I honestly guess that we should just leave the Etika thing out there. Keem's pissed about this, and I think Keem has a right to be pissed about how the fact that people are linking
obviously,
it with so-called and saying so-called because this is what his own words. We don't know Etika's own words because obviously he's passed.
Yeah, and there's no one around to
there's no one around him really to. But from his mother and from his ex-girlfriend, I believe they both said that I'm pretty sure they both said. I know his mum did. I don't know about his sister, but I know his mum definitely said like they were good friends. Well, not they were good friends, but that's what she's implying. That he liked Keemstar. He went on Drama Alert. He wanted to make it memorable. That's why he did it.
See, do you know?
That's his own mum saying that, and his mum's gonna know him. Obviously, because he was in a manic state, probably living on his own. I can imagine his mum doesn't know everything about him. But at the end of the day, I believe that his family and his mum's word is final.
Yeah.
And I think that's what it comes down to, because that essentially, Etika is like his mum and his ex-girlfriend. Now that Etika is a part of them forever.
Mm-hmm.
When you know, Harry, I know, Orban, you probably know, when you lose someone in your life, their impact on your family and you will stay there for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure. That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like their impact and their way of thinking and their ideologies, and I say ideologies like, you know, Etika was a good person. I doubt he was fucking, you know, like NASA employee, but you know what I mean? Like his ideologies, his way of thinking, his way of life is going to be embedded in a short and sweet way, if you want to say, into his family. So I guess we just have to respect what his mum has to say. At the end of the day, people want Keemstar not dead, but I mean like his internet self dead. I totally agree with you. I can see why. Me personally, I don't want to see him die because I like him on Baited and, you know, on Cold Ones. I thought that was a really funny episode. That was a good episode. Yeah, but I like that. I like that of Keemstar with a critique of people. I like it because it's funny, but the problem is though is that you can't just always do that on the internet, and it's bitten back in his ass. But yeah, sorry to interject so much, but
that
you
is
know what I mean?
Incredibly fine. Sorry,
but I've got.
You went off on a fucking tangent there.
I have to because obviously I've gone through mental health issues. I've suffered when people have died in my life, like all of you have. But the problem is though is that I know that his own mum's word is final. I knew when my nan died, she was happy. No one can tell me different. Or you know, when my uncles and stuff passed and things like that. That I know that they were happy when they passed through natural causes, of course. But I knew they were happy. No one's gonna tell me otherwise. And if Etika's mum comes out and says that her son was happy with Keemstar, I'm not saying a relationship, you know what I mean? Like they were happy.
Yeah.
They were good friends. You know, he liked Drama Alert a lot. He liked drama. Yeah, Keemstar said he had things with him. Then his mum's word is final, and we have to respect that. If you hate Keemstar, I understand why. There's valid points out there. I just don't see how you can use Etika as a platform to criticize someone. The passing of someone. It's the same way J Station used it to. Well, actually, it's a bit different, but the way J Station used it to make views.
Oh, fucking that cunt.
Yeah, I wish he died.
Yeah,
like, that's
I wish he fucking
died.
dead.
I'm being serious, I wouldn't care. I would not give a fucking shit if he committed
do you remember the old days when he used to do the 24-hour challenges?
Oh,
when he went into the school, I was thinking, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you gonna sneak into a school where children go to, why are you gonna exactly? That's the thought process that I was thinking. I was like, what the fuck? Because you can't just, I mean, let's put it this way: if someone generally goes into a school at night,
in year 7s.
What exactly the intention? I understand it was a challenge, and that sort of hides it. But the thing is that he went into a school without, without a reason other than a trend, and that's fuck. Of all places, why a school? I mean, and then, but let's put it this way: the fact that he put it on the internet. And no one, or not even the police, or the people at YouTube who went, because I guess you all know.
No, don't. that is for another fucking episode.
That's one of those.
YouTube, J Station, that's for another episode.
Yeah, fuck that.
But yeah, I like what you're saying. It is 100% true, but we have to say that for another episode because YouTube. Oh my fucking god, shit.
Yeah, but YouTube has messed up a little bit.
Right, that's for a completely different episode. We're talking about fucking YouTube and Twitch and all them fucking cunts.
Yeah.
But anyway, my the point I was meaning to say, it's just now we all have different opinions on people like Michael Jackson, right? Some people say he's a nonce. Some people believe he's a nonce. I don't know what to say because no. Listen. My thing is that when Michael Jackson passed away, and then a bunch of people came out and said he was a nonce and that he touched kids and stuff like that. The thing is with that, is I hate people like that. I know, I understand. You might think, okay, he's not around, and there has been the thing out that he was paying people to keep quiet. But the thing is I dislike people like that because they're going to call him out for that when it's like, this situation too. I have a feeling that H3 only said this because Etika isn't around to say, well, that's not fucking true. I think that's one of the reasons he said it. And now, okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's just my opinion on it. But, it's the same thing with, people like Michael Jackson. When he passed away, everyone came out and said, well, look, he was definitely a paedophile. But I don't have
because he killed Jews, but I can't say anything about him because he's dead and I have to let him rest.
The thing about Michael Jackson is he didn't really grow up, if you know what I mean. He didn't really have a childhood because he was fucking famous before he was like 10. So,
Jackson 5.
But that doesn't. It's a problem, and obviously it wasn't his fault. Like he had malicious intent to do it.
No.
It was, but the problem is though, is if you're a nonce and you touch kids, you're a nonce and you touch kids. Like,
yeah,
I think
but he never. I think he never really grew up. So I don't think he really understood what he was doing.
Yeah, it's like teenage years, your teenage years are, you actually get a proper insight on life in your teenage years.
Yeah.
You'll understand. When you're a kid, it's all, okay, cool, I'm going to play with my, the Batman toys, I'm going to play with the Harley Quinn, I'm going to play with my little, I'm going to play with my Barbie dolls. Oh, Sheriff Woody! When you grow up, your intent is to just play, play and... learn, but not in the same way that you do when you're a teenager. Because when you're a teenager, you experience some things of life by yourself. And not only that, by the time you've grown to about 16, you understand political things and stuff like that a lot more than you would when you're 5, because when you're 5, you think, okay, so this guy's going to lead us,
No one will ever think of that when they're 5. All you think about when you're 5 is fucking going around in a circle and going, ah!
Look at me, I'm a player. Yeah. So I agree with that, but I personally have no opinion on him because the thing is that in my opinion, he made some good songs. That's all I can say because I don't.
No, he did. He made fucking belters.
Yeah, but lads. The problem is though about talking about his songs is that's not him personally. That's Michael Jackson.
That's Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I know. Him and the Jackson 5, when they were together, and then when he went off to do his solo work. They made some bangers, and I will say that.
No, he did,
he did. He definitely made
not a big fan
a bunch
of his music, but I can respect.
Yeah, of course. That's your own opinion, and I respect that. But the thing is that, I don't want an opinion on him because people, for me personally, I grew up and I listened to a bunch of his songs. I think, okay, he's good, and it's like. Say for example, someone out, one of our more, the heroes we look up to now, yeah. So say for example, okay, I don't want to say anyone, but yeah. So say for example, one of our idols came out, and well, not came out, but if it was proved that they were a thing, it's like. As much as you like them, you're like, shit, well, they actually did that. It ruins your perspective on them, and it ruins the way
that is true. That is true. The thing is, that people need to understand is that the musician and the person is often different.
Yeah,
that's the one thing that in half a pint especially, we are we are ourselves. We don't change ourselves when we make music, or obviously, hopefully, if we do well, which I think I have praise and I have high hopes, and I have the belief in us that we're going to do well. Fingers crossed. But if we ever get to that point, I don't want to be that person that goes on shows and goes, "Oh yes, when I made music, I was quite a nice guy. I just and change yourself. Don't change yourself." And that's
No, we're still going to be bellends.
We're going to be bellend. Wherever we go, I want to be a bellend. I want people to know I'm making music, but that's not going to change me as a person because I made one good song when I was 26.
What happens on the stage stays on the stage is how I see it, and that's what I mean. You know, with people like Michael Jackson and if one of our idols has come out,
which is
and,
fine. Which is fine. If they want to live like that, which is fine. I see no problem in that. I just think that when you make music, you need to be yourself, and you need to make sure it sounds good to yourself as well as other people around you. And your opinion to that song or that whatever the fuck it is in life, your opinion to you is the most important. No one else's opinion can be more important than yours to yourself. To other people, it may differ because I may go, "Oh, Corbyn's opinion's more important to me than Harry's because Corbyn believes in God."
Yeah.
Because I believe in God as well, which we don't. But you know what I mean? It's that level we don't. We are like the most unchristian cunts ever.
I'm the most atheist person
I literally
ever.
just said unchristian cunts. That's
Well,
how you know unchristian we are. Yeah?
I don't believe in I don't believe in like a fucking God, but I believe in
and I believe in afterlife.
Yeah, afterlife. Yeah.
Yeah, I do as well. But once again, we're not getting into that because we're gonna get off point of fucking Keemstar the rap.
Yeah.
But
Ratty.
it's this like, which ties back this whole like he was a paedophile. Well, I'm saying hypothetically, he was a paedophile, but now he's dead, so we can't really talk about him. And then you have this Etika problem, whereas like he's dead, but did Keemstar kill him? But you don't want to talk about that because I'm not kill him, not literally, by the way. I mean like make him commit suicide. But what's it like? You think about these points, but you need to remember that Michael Jackson, a legend, has passed. Etika, a YouTube, you can say a legend, someone that people found funny. I've got memes like word memes of him. I'm not going to say the word because we're not going to go into that. But
the M word.
Like that one, we got some bitch.
Wow, you can't say that.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it because this is YouTube, and I don't want to get swatted by
the N word.
Right? I don't want to get. I don't.
You said the no word.
Yeah, you can't say it. I'm not saying you can't say the no word, but you know what I mean. Like
you
that...
say the no word.
Fuck's sake, man. I think that's gonna stay in.
You should keep that in.
Yeah, that's got to
keep that in.
Yeah, I'll keep that in. You said the no word.
But the point is that level of we have to be respectful to those that are past. We should look upon their life and go, Etika lived a good life. From obviously bit to the end, it was a little bit shaky. He commits suicide, but you know what? It's like with Kurt Cobain, which is a point that we was going to bring up, but we didn't. But like we don't want to talk about his death because I don't want to be that person that goes he was killed and Courtney Love driven him to kill himself because that's so, you can't say that.
She did though.
Oh, Corbyn, man.
We'll save this for another podcast.
We'll save it for this is another really good conversation that we can keep, but it links in a little bit. So let me just finish this point and then.
I mean, we're nearly finished anyway, so.
Yeah, so this will be the last thing, but it's that level of when people have died and there are conspiracies around them. Me personally, you need to look upon their life with good faith. If for whatever reason Courtney Love killed thing, which I'm speaking hypothetically, if she did, I would go, fuck you, cunt. And my opinion's going to change on Courtney Love, but until she gets proven, and now gets proven, I'm just going to sit here, like, professionally proven, so FBI, all the people, like, big higher-up people that do these kind of investigations. Shut up. But until that gets proven, I'm gonna sit back. I'm gonna remember Kurt Cobain's life. If he's a paedophile, whatever Kurt Cobain has done in his past, hypothetically, yes, I'm gonna until that is proven, I'm going to look upon him, and I'm gonna look upon him in respect. I do not care what anything has happened to him because I respect him as a musician and as a person. If he was a nonce, hypothetically, if this came out, which is not true. But if it come out, then my opinion on him as a person would change. But I would respect his musical accomplishment more than anything else. But that's the problem.
That's what I mean.
We, as a band, have always said, like us, like me and Corbin have always had a joke about like going on like Good Morning Britain or something and taking the piss. Because that's what us. That's us. I don't want to be myself and then the music. I want to be myself and music put together.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, okay,
because that's what our music is. Let me just finish this and then we can.
Yeah. We just finish this.
At the end of the day, I think it's completely true that Keemstar did in fact help and push forward this manic state of Etika the same way he did it with FouseyTube with the whole thing, which is we're not getting into it, but he's done it twice.
Next episode of the Half Pint podcast. But
no, I think
just
next
think
episode
we shouldn't bring Etika into this when his own mother has said that Keem didn't do this. His girlfriend has said that Keem and they've come out and said this. I've said this like 4 times now. But I think that's what we should just agree on. I think all of us need to agree on that. You shouldn't use Etika's passing as a piece of criticism against Keem. You should just use his methods against Etika. But I think people are using Etika more than the methods he used against Etika. And we need to critique Keem's I don't really know, because we can't really be put forward, because we're on this edge here where we're like, I want to know the truth what happened to Etika, but I'm not going to do that because I don't want to interfere with him. His past, he's gone from the fucking world. So be it, in my opinion. But let's just let him rest and let's talk about him. Let's not use him to attack Keem. Now, to kill Keem is going to take a lot more than Etika's death anyway. So that's my final opinion. Keemstar,
I think before.
No.
I think we should have said this before. I think we should have said this just like when it started. We're not defending anyone. We just voicing our opinion.
This is just our opinion about the situation. This is us. This is no bullshit. This is literally us.
We're not on either sides. It's just a discussion. Anyway, that is it for the Half Pint podcast. Hope you all enjoyed it. Harry, do you want to plug the Instagram and all that?
So you can find us on Instagram at Half a Pint Official. We upload videos of us when we're playing the music, and we just upload some memes on there. You can find Ellis at That Real Fat Man Ellis. You can find Corbin at Soviet Gromit, and you can find my professional. I say professional. Yeah, you can find my specific band account at what is it? Fuck.
You can't remember it.
Can't you just link them in the fucking video?
We'll link them. We'll link them in the description.
The old Harold official.
We'll link him in the description.
What a fucking episode.
What an episode, boys. Right, I hope you enjoyed it. I will see you lot next time.
Yep.
Thanks for watching.
Love you.
See you later.